Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's give a warm, rousing applause to none other than Kraig Smith, y'all. Kraig Smith, y'all.
Oh, God, what's up, y'all? We in here, man.
Can Kraig hear that?
He can't hear, he can get the earphones in.
Would you fart it?
No, he hit the.
Oh, meow, meow.
Dion got came over some crib.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah, we making it fun. What's up with y'all, man?
How you doing, bro?
Good, man. It's hot out here today.
Yeah, dog. They ain't believe us you were coming, man.
They thought it was clickbait, bro.
Yeah, man.
Nah, I'm late, man. I was supposed to be here at 2.
You supposed to be at 1:30.
1:30. And they called me like, hey.
He's getting
I'm more glad you ain't got my number saved, Kraig. I've known you since 2005.
No, I
called Kraig. He's like, who this?
Yeah, I thought I had that joint saved. I'm finna save it right now, replace it. My bad, man.
Kraig was getting topped off. He said, "Who's this?"
That's what it sounds like. All right, I gotta take this.
Who's this?
Y'all crazy.
I gotta take this one. Wait till you buzz. Call me back.
He said, we can do another day. He said, no, I'm coming. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
We heard you heard roll up the car too. Okay.
Y'all see the Antonio Brown situation?
What happened, yo? Let's talk about it.
This time, yeah, what happened now?
Lucky he was in Florida. He was in a party.
Oh, when he was popping off shots.
Yeah, got in a fight with somebody and started shooting in the party.
Yeah, they was trying to take his chain. Something like that, right?
Is that what happened?
I think they were trying to take his chain, and then he started was like, and then he went somewhere like right after doing like an interview, like same day.
Florida's king of ground, so you ain't got to, as long as you self-defense, you can do what you want.
Crazy, dude.
That's wild.
Antonio Brown need to stay home. That's one of those dudes you gotta stay in a house. You're a house guy.
Yeah.
Black people need to stay away from Florida. Cause they have any excuse to shoot a nigga.
Black people need to stay away from each other, or at least the ones that aren't, mentally all there.
Yeah.
Do a lot of wild stuff.
Like this is kid who plays for the Detroit Lions, Williams, can't remember his first name. Always in trouble. It's like, yo, stay at home, bro. You're a home guy. You go outside and you find dumb. You gotta stay home, dog.
Yeah, when you got money, you can't be amongst the.
And you can bring everything to you.
Yeah.
You don't need to be out here just doing.
I agree, 100%.
I be wanting to know how. This sounds very ignorant.
Okay.
Antonio Brown just quit football, right?
I mean, he got older.
No, I'm saying, what is he making his money? Because you can't just quit and be like, I need my severance package.
Well,
right.
They get a nice pension over there also, but he played over 10 years.
Yeah.
So he's not like he gonna go broke. He's gonna get a monthly check.
But
When does the pension start? I wonder after how many years?
Let's see.
But also, you can't just quit mid-season and think that you will get the benefits, right?
I mean, it depends. I mean,
Why can't you?
at some point you get guaranteed money. I don't know how that works if you retire, if that nullifies the contract, but I know. I mean, if he was able to just walk away, he must be all right for that.
I'm talking mid-game.
Yeah, he said, take these pads. Yeah.
Mid-game is nasty work.
How you get tired of making millions? I guess we still trying to get to that first couple million, but I mean, you just tired of,
Damn, says he blew
playing a game for money.
Said he blew $100 million in his career already.
Yeah, it's definitely drugs, bro. It has to be drugs.
Yeah, playing games for money is incredible. Like,
Yeah.
I would never retire
Ever.
if I got.
You had to pull me off the.
Yeah, I'd be the first player to die on the court for natural causes. Like,
If I was LeBron, I'm never retiring.
yeah.
I would need to make an average of 0.3 points. But okay, now I'm time for me to retire.
So how did he die? Was it a heart issue? No, man, he just natural causes. He would not leave the game.
First nigga with oxygen tank on. got a backpack oxygen tank.
You ready to go in there?
Yeah, ready.
Yeah, man, why?
What is the percentage of LeBron James better than NBA players?
He's better than 95%.
That's crazy.
Still at this point, I agree.
I agree.
He averaged 25 this year.
And people tell me he should retire. I'm like, what? He's trying to take every record.
If he had a rookie, if this was his rookie season, they'd be like, this guy's got an incredible promise. Incredible promise. This guy's going to be somebody.
Right.
Yeah. But at some point, the style of play is going to look outdated.
For him?
You get what I'm saying? Like, Will Chamberlain played how many years? He played.
You go this direction. Kraig is a fool.
Will Chamberlain played, what, 12 years?
Yeah.
Imagine if he would have played 20.
Yeah.
That means he would have retired in 82.
Right.
Do you know how weird that
game is fast?
finger roll, half sky? You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
game is catching up to Brian. Like,
Yeah.
and then it's a nuanced game. You know, a lot of people don't know, but the NBA is like very particular. Like, if you've ever, you know any NBA players?
I don't think I do.
Like,
Not personally.
They have charts. Like, you take 7 shots a game, you take 20, you shoot from 20 feet in, you only shoot off the pick. You know what I mean? Like, they're very nuanced. So LeBron does so much, it ruins the chemistry of a team because nobody can really get effective in their nuance because he does so many things. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So that makes sense.
So you think he's becoming a role player now?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing Kobe went to. Remember when Kobe got old? Like, he still did his thing, but it was at the detriment of the team.
Speaking of Kobe and what happened with Jason Tatum, they say players never return to their prime or their best when they tear their Achilles.
Right.
You agree with that? What happened with Kevin Durant and Kobe? And so you think it's over for Jason Tatum?
Well, Jason Tatum is half white, so what? You know those Scandinavians don't have. I'm joking with you. I think he'll be okay because they, genetics or I think he'll be all right because he's young. He's the youngest superstar to have that type of injury. He's only, 7 years in?
But that's the problem. Is Kobe was older, Durant was older,
Yeah.
right? Because Durant kind of looked the same. Like,
Right.
I don't see Durant doing anything that I was like, he looks the same. And technology's coming a long way.
He ain't going inside as much. That nigga staying on the outside now.
But here's the
He's
thing.
always got to be like that.
Here's the thing about Kobe though. He worked on his game so much. Even though he played 20, his body probably had the
Mileage.
30-year career.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
crazy
So,
mileage for sure.
yeah, I think Tatum would be okay. I think that team is probably a wrap because he shouldn't play next year.
He's not.
Yeah, he
I heard he's
shouldn't
not
play
coming in
next year.
2027.
Yeah, and then, I think Brown is better than him anyway.
He didn't make it to the Olympics.
Yeah, because all that pro-black stuff. You know what I mean? Once you go pro-black, it's a wrap.
I don't think he's better. I think Tatum's a better all-around player. Tatum reminds me more of that dude you want to build your team around. It's like he can shoot it outside, he can shoot it inside, he can take you. Jalen looks like he's gonna drive it.
Yeah.
But Brown don't look clutch from what I've seen. You know.
Right.
And they that last game, them cats got ran through. It was a whorehouse in
The first 2 games they should have won.
Yeah.
There's no way the Pacers should have won this series. They lost 2 games at the last minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at home.
Yeah. You ever watch sports with gamblers, people who bet on sports?
It be
It's
intense.
the worst thing in the world. They hate and love the team. Like, I mean, just love the teams. Like, you know they can bet on quarters now.
You can bet on points, rebounds, certain stats.
My cousin turned $50 into $6,000
Wow.
off of betting quarters.
Just like who would be up over
Yeah,
over and
exactly.
under by then.
Yep, betting
That's
quarters.
too much thinking, man.
But then the very next game, he lost a lot of that.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, man. But the
Speaking of
NBA is
losing money.
changing, bro.
Yeah.
They need to do something to. I'm not saying the game ain't interesting, but they need to add something. They need to maybe add a team in Africa, a team in Europe.
Why?
To bring
To
more
bring
audience?
some excitement. Yeah, some more. Yeah, something. Maybe add a 4-point line.
By now, it's not a bad idea.
Maybe a fan fight box. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
Maybe a
fan
kissing
fight box?
booth at
What's the
What
fan-
happened to kissing booths?
I want to see the fan fight box.
They did try because during the season it's real boring because they just kind of going through the motions. It's like a scrimmage the entire season until you get close to that playoffs.
Are you at that age where you fall asleep on everything like games? Like I haven't watched I'm asleep by the third quarter every game. I don't give a fuck what sport it is.
You gotta wake up and find out sports. Who won? What happened?
Yeah.
When it comes to me, when it comes to sports, I watch the highlights as if it's the real game.
Yeah.
I will watch the entire game in 15 minutes. I'm like, man, this is exciting. And the thing is, it's like an Instagram reel.
They don't miss.
I'm like, this thing is incredible. Like blocking shots, they stealing.
To me, he was 5 for 30. I said I'm at 5 in a row.
They should have missed a shot all year, man.
And I watch the game, I'm like, these niggas trash. It's a trash. Turn this game off. What do you mean you got commercials?
Well, they need a league, a professional sports league where the fans control the players.
Like what?
Hey, okay, I want like we could be here watching the game. Like I want to sub Tatum out for blah blah blah.
But it would have,
Who would get to choose this?
right, because it has to be a collective of fans. Like we all agree, like 25% say Tatum comes out. Like you all choose like that. Versus one person like, why?
Just think about that though. That would be crazy.
It would be crazy because fans are way too emotional, bro.
Right.
Like you miss one, get that nigga bum ass out of here.
I think Kraig is onto something.
No.
Watch this. Watch this.
Okay,
Listen.
okay.
Add one on the East Coast. Add one on the West Coast, and it'd be a fan team, right? And we're the coaches, and we're all on an app that says who do y'all think we should sub out,
Right.
And we're all choosing real time.
Do these games matter?
Yes, they're part of the league.
Then it should not happen.
Why not?
Because you niggas are too emotional about
It's the
all
team.
of you niggas together as a collection.
But we're not gonna fight nobody. We're not in the same room. We're on an app.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Once somebody doesn't hit a shot, get this bum out of here.
Yeah. But even if there was
happening.
a league, just like an adult league with semi-pro players, I think that would blow up.
Yeah.
Where the fans could control what's
Right.
going on. That would blow up.
And the thing is, like each group will be a certain administration. Like it'll be like this group will be the assistant coach. This group would be the defensive. You know what I'm saying like let me say I'm the head coach. You know what I'm saying like well not me but like
What if the head coach was really giving head? I wouldn't be in that league.
he's no you're doing it wrong. It's like this and like this. Make sure your deltoids coaching on the head.
Oh, that's
Toes
crazy.
up. If you don't suck it right. I'm the head coach. Stop playing with it. Cuff those balls.
Oh, head coach.
This ain't no easy win.
Yeah, man, that would be ridiculous, man. It's gonna be that ridiculous 50 years from now.
Yeah.
Shit is gonna all crash and just become video game-ish, like in real
Right.
life.
I think you're onto something, bro.
Yeah, so shit, because every day they're not taking took serious.
And watch this. This is another way they can make money. It's like a fee to like I'm paying $100 a month to be a part of this union,
Right.
To be able to control who comes in and out of the game.
Right.
So it's like so we're the defensive, like we're creating plays. You know what I'm saying? It's like we all agree on this, and you can see the percentage of what is going up and down.
Yeah.
Like what 25% say Jason Tatum should come out.
Right. That would be crazy.
Right, it'd be dope. Cause now the NBA is getting money because we're part of this little union of we all agreeing on stuff.
I'm 1,000% against this.
Really?
What could possibly go wrong?
That you it's too emotional.
We're emotional without this.
What do you mean?
But it's not like we're in the same room with these people. You be like, damn it!
It does. I don't mean that. I just mean the reaction of when it's crunch time and somebody's losing, when whatever happens doesn't go, it's whatever. You guys would be like, get this out of here.
Yeah, but it's a union of people. If you say call a timeout and only 10% say call a timeout, you be like, we can't call a
Can't
timeout.
call the timeout.
Right, because we all have to do it together, and it's interaction in real time.
Hey, Dion.
So you don't get viewership immediately.
Hey, Dion, how many years did you play basketball? How many years did you play basketball?
I didn't play
You
no.
played. How many years did you coach?
I didn't coach.
How many basketball plays can you call?
I'm not gonna speak for me. But
No, how many basketball plays can
This
you
is not my
call?
sport.
me,
Okay.
I
So there's a
coach
bunch
team.
of Deons. There's a bunch of people in this place who don't know basketball who are gonna like take this.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
but
Absolutely not.
But it's not. You thinking it's like a small percentage. What if there's like 100,000 people in this group that knows basketball?
Now, if you're vetting people, it's still a terrible idea.
Yeah. I got an idea that I think would work for real for the NBA.
Okay.
Or just professional sports in general. They should have one fan on each team.
As a player?
They should, as a player or a part of the team, one fan on each team.
How do you get picked?
Huh?
How do you get picked?
We would have to decide it. I think.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? I have to figure that out.
That's a great experience.
Fat player.
Or is it maybe it's somebody different per game?
Right.
You get to like, I don't know about ride on a plane and all. It seems tough.
All that shit.
Okay, they're part of the team.
Yeah.
If you go part of the team for a game for a week, that's a crazy experience.
For the season.
Oh, that's
You know what I mean? Something. Fan interaction is the future of entertainment.
okay.
Because with all of this media, we all know now that there's no difference between us and the upper echelon stars. It's just opportunity. When we were raised, we thought these people were gods. You know what I mean? Now we know. I had this theory about that's why the NBA and NFL always markets the player size. And that's why they always push for a certain consensus as far as size. You got to be a 6'6" shooting guard, because with size they're able to market the illusion that somebody is greater because they're bigger.
Right.
If LeBron was 5'7",
Right.
he wouldn't make the league, not because he wouldn't have been good enough,
He'd be
but
neat.
because it's hard to get a guy that's 5'7" to pay $100 for a ticket if he thinks he can beat LeBron.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But if he's 6'10",
Right.
there's no, you know what I mean?
Right,
There's no way. Looks a specimen. Yeah, he may actually be trash. We don't know that.
I think that's what makes Steph super
Yeah.
likable. It's because Steph looks like a regular person out there. Right. So you go like, oh, I could be like him. I think that's why a lot of people came on Steph's side. Because of course the shooting's incredible, right? You feel like, but then other people, that's how Trae Young should be in the league.
Right.
Trae Young
is a dog.
And Trae Young saw Steph was like, oh, I can shoot from downtown, and now you're he gave you a lane in there, you know.
He might be the most disrespected player in the league.
Trae Young.
Stat wise, he should be in the MVP race every year. He's 29 and 10 every year.
I think he was damn near average 11 this year.
Man, I've never seen nothing like it. But he's not possible without Steph because they wouldn't have allowed that play style if it wasn't for Steph. So.
Right.
Yeah, they got to shake things up in the NBA, man, and let these motherfuckers cuss. I want to
hear this. Hey,
shut the up and
now, Kraig, now you're talking.
Yeah,
if they can cut all that fan noise out, if they had a special like they're airing on HBO right now, right? You can watch it on HBO Max. If you said here's the HBO version, because it ain't gonna be anything worse than we ain't heard on HBO. Right? I was like, here's the HBO version, but cut that shit. Are you on some bullshit? If you had all,
that's great. Remember that Kobe?
They were all mic'd up.
Remember they did Spike Lee directed that Kobe movie with Kobe playing. He was mic'd up.
Oh yeah.
That shit was incredible. You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
you gotta watch it.
it was the year they were supposed to win. They had Karl Malone and Gary Payton.
Oh, you mean the year the Pistons beat them?
Yeah, they Spike Lee was like, this is the year I need to record this entire season, and they lost.
Yeah, but that movie was so
great.
dope.
It was great.
Yeah, it was about time for another Spike Lee joint too.
It's coming out.
Which one?
With Denzel. I think is that
Mo
the
Better
sequel?
Blues.
Oh, is that when Denzel was beefing on the red carpet?
Yeah.
You see that about the beat?
You see that?
It was really about to fight.
So it was a photographer, like you were a photographer. Denzel was talking to A$AP Rocky like this, and then the photographer was like turn around, and then Denzel was like, stop, and he was like, dude, I'll turn around when I turn around, and he did like this, and the dude said, hey, turn around. He said, yo, I said stop.
Oh wow.
Stop.
Yeah.
And then the camera's like.
Yeah, wow.
It was like, we in your face, brother.
And the guy was kind of laughing at all.
Come on, we all want a picture. Like, no, don't touch me.
Yeah, he don't like being touched at
It
all.
would be a perfect time for him to knock somebody out. He
I'm
can't lose
70.
Yeah, man, I'm fine.
Is that something you see that clip where it looks like he blows off Jay-Z and Jay-Z try to grab him? They don't like being grabbed, man.
Yeah.
They gonna learn.
Yeah, that's that generation. Them cats raised in the
goddamn
70s.
hands
They
off
don't
me.
play. They fight.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
my dad, that generation, they don't play no. Man,
Get your goddamn hands off me.
ain't no mother joke, sucker.
And then the arrogance of laughing, like, come on, man. Come on, what you get up?
what you are.
Nah, he was serious, bro. And it's great. I always love when you see. You ever see that one dude who kissed Denzel? I mean, who kissed Will Smith? On the red carpet. And it took everything Will. I think he slapped dude a little bit, but it took everything in him.
He did slap him a little bit.
He did. He was like, hey.
You ever read the book?
Yeah.
So I've read a couple chapters here. Will Smith is a serious guy.
Yeah.
He's
a great book.
Guy.
He was going around sucker punching people.
Yeah, he's a fighter. He likes to fight. Like that's his nature.
You know what's wild is he said he was living his life being this very timid person because he thought this is where I needed to be, but he really is gangster.
Oh yeah, he's not the.
Yeah, and it's like, man, I hate that I pretty much became this false version of me, and now when I'm comfortable with myself, it's like, oh, he's
tripping.
He's different.
The slap was different though, because without that slap, right? Without him going up there and doing that whole spectacle, dog, nobody would have ever cared about that joke. That moment would have slipped by, right?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, whatever joke, bald, G.I. Jane 2. You would have got the laughs and then never would have came back. Mm-hmm. But blowing that up, it was just kind of like, and then even on the record, he just dropped and he was cussing on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Will was just like, I'm out here, man.
Right. You know, I feel something similar. What happened with Chris Brown after the situation? What happened with Rihanna? I was like, he started cussing now. I was like, he was like, well, y'all already paid me as his character. Now let me go on him.
You're gonna break character at some point in your career.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why you gotta,
yourself.
Yeah, be yourself. Even with Will, like, okay, his success is incredible. Mm-hmm. One of the greatest entertainers that ever lived, right? Mm-hmm. There's all type of rumors about Will. Nobody knows if they're true. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? People say the gay stuff and all that stuff, which I don't necessarily believe that. Mm-hmm. But do you think you can handle being that successful and everybody thinking that you're homosexual?
And not say nothing.
And they're asking this in interviews, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not,
right.
I just worked hard, bro. Like,
right.
It wouldn't bother me if you was like, so we hear you're gay, but it's the whole idea you think I'm a.
Right.
If you go around and you think I'm a, and you be like, you just gonna say whatever you want to say whenever you want to say it, it's not happening.
Right.
Because now I gotta show everybody in here that it's.
Y'all seen how I blew up on Muhammad Ali, right? I got the size.
Yeah.
So remember when Eminem came at him early. Will Smith don't have a cuss his records, but I do. Well, fuck him, fuck you too. He just called him straight for no reason.
And we know he'll beat Eminem, man. That ain't.
And Will Smith would beat the dog. Eminem if they had if they had a square up.
It'd be
fisticuffs.
You know what? I always say this. You know what rapper I think could whoop every rapper that's ever existed?
Oh,
Heavy D.
That's so random.
Why?
Because he's our size, he's 300 plus pounds, and he moves like a.
He can move. His footwork is crazy.
I don't think nobody can whoop Heavy D.
His footwork is crazy.
He probably could have got drafted.
That's a great point. That Jerome Bettis out there.
Bro, it was amazing. Go back and watch him over. It's amazing.
You all right.
Doing the splits and
he was athletic.
I never heard of one use Heavy D as a reference.
I think he could whoop Tupac, Big, all of them.
I never seen Pac as a fighter. I always seen Pac as it always makes me laugh that whole scene in Juice when he just looks at him. He's like, man, that was the gayest look in the world to me. I don't care what nobody.
Pac has some sensitive moments, but.
Yeah.
Pac is not a fighter. He's a warrior.
I think he fights with his words for sure. He scares people off. I don't think 50 Cent can fight.
No, 50 can fight.
I heard 50
Golden
really
Gloves. Golden Gloves.
Golden Gloves, really?
I mean, he fought. He wanted to be a heavyweight boxer, so he was in the gym a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he's legit. I heard Dr. Dre's legit.
Dr. Dre, have you seen him in person?
He's a big boy. No, I haven't though.
Bro, you remember Stevie's in the strip that used to be on Ventura?
Yeah.
So I seen him one time, bro. Dr. Dre is your height, 265, 270, all muscle. He's built like NFL.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a big dude, dog.
Yeah, they were saying Dre. He's ready to throw hands all the time. Niggas getting old now, though.
Yeah.
Yo, there was a meme that went around. I would love to hear your opinion. Which celebrity you think is trash?
Oh my God!
And the first one that popped up was Caitlin Clark.
That's crazy. I think she might have fire.
You think so?
Regular looking white girls with elongated foreheads.
Yo!
They go the extra mile. You know what I mean? They go the extra mile.
And she's competitive.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't want to be.
The visual of like, stop looking at me, sweetheart. Can you like getting missionary with Caitlyn?
Well, there's one who I believe has trash. She's a deadbeat dad mom. Her Brittany Griner.
I knew he's gonna go that direction.
She ran out on her family and people don't talk about it.
Well, that's
She ran out on her
She
family.
ran out. She had a girl have a baby by her. They got into it and she stopped taking care of her child. She's a deadbeat mom. She's the deadbeat mom that teaches the other deadbeat moms how to dispose of breast milk. You take some cat sand.
cat sand.
What do deadbeat moms do with the extra titty?
Right.
They got to get, you know what I mean? It just don't stop. Lactate.
Right.
Wait, the dude.
Lactate.
He said,
Like
the girl that she had when she was with to Russia, that girl, she ran out on her.
No, this is about 10 years ago. So
Oh.
this other girl is also actually a dominant WNBA player.
Okay.
I forget her name. Damn, I can't forget her name. So basically, they got married. I'm not sure if she did the shit. What's the shit where a girl will have her egg put in another girl?
Insemination?
Right. I'm not sure if it was done that way, but the baby was conceived under the guise that they would be married and Brittany and her would take care of the baby together. They got into a domestic situation. I guess Brittany must have lost, got beat up. She said, I can't do it. The business is going to beat me up. And then said, well, take a DNA test. Let's see if the baby's mine.
You win that one.
Long story short, they got into a domestic situation, and now the girl's been trying to get her to pay child support.
Dang.
Wow, yo, that's wild.
Being like, nah, man, you ain't gonna get me.
And the other girl's an elite player too. She was the all-star, number 3 player in the league. You know, I forget her name, but what is her name?
Hey, in the chat, can y'all tell us who this is it? Glory Johnson? That sound right?
I don't think that's her name.
Look up Brittany Griner's baby mama.
But here's what's crazy. These are 2 all-star level WNBA players, and they're dating. If this was the NBA, if Shaq was dating Alonzo Mourning, the league would be destroyed. Could you imagine Tatum and Brown showing up? How are you in another?
Hey, you know what? And the WNBA is lesbian heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably 90%.
And it's crazy because I never once thought about if this was the NBA. I never once thought about it on that side.
I would stop watching. I ain't gonna say
No,
that. But I would be in the hockey more.
Because isn't Donna Trolley, doesn't she date another WNBA player?
Of course, they all do.
Like Sue Bird or something like that. One of them.
They all do. I mean, that's that
He
league.
said Shaq was dating Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah. How big would that bed have to be? Them niggas. That's some nasty shit, dog.
I got a little spoon. Okay, big boy.
The brat, somebody put the brat in there. I don't bring up the brat. She disappoints me. You know about what happened when she had that baby?
What happened?
So the brat,
Wait, she had the baby?
she had the baby for her girl.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to them. Congratulations on the baby. But this disappointed me in the brat because they went to get sperm donors.
Mm-hmm.
She got a white one.
They were, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
She had 300 options of sperm. I think 4 or 5 of the options, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, were black, and she chose the white sperm donor. Mm-hmm. So not only do you live an alternative lifestyle in which you don't have to deal with men of color, when you had a choice whether to have a man of color be the father of your child, you chose not to. So to me, this is like, I think she hates men.
Damn.
I mean, she hates
Look,
black
Kai
men.
said she chose the Brad.
She chose the brand. But people don't talk about that. That's like, how come nobody's saying anything
I
about
never
that?
heard about
Yeah,
that.
she was white.
You chose a white, so you don't want black men to be a part of your life in no interpersonal way.
You know what's sad is that there's a that's like, has anybody chose me yet? He's like, no, you're 5'3", chubby, black. He's like, has anybody chose me yet? No!
That's hilarious.
You're choosing the athletes.
He lied on there 6'3". Sir, can you come back and find an error? I can see you. What happened?
Yeah.
Nobody wants this. They just dump it out. Nobody wants this trash.
What if your sperm is like stock photos? Like
They got pictures of the sperm.
You get paid accordingly to how many people are choosing your sperm. Like, oh, I'm getting paid. All right. Like you get like $600 every time somebody chooses you.
But I got dust on it.
You come back like, hey, has anybody chosen me yet? No.
Actually, you gotta get this out of here.
No, Eugene.
You're taking up too much space. Just bring you a jar.
People talk about sperm donation, right, as a way to make money, but they never talk about how much it's actually sold for.
How much is it sold?
Bro, each insemination is gonna run like $3 grand. The average woman is gonna have to go 2 to 3 times to get inseminated.
How much you get for busting that nut though?
Probably a couple $100.
What if you try to skip the line like, hey, I can just insert this inside. we can just knock out the middleman.
Hey,
keep the money. I do it for free.
Hey.
Like, could you be on the outside of the sperm bank like, hey, I have the sperm here. You don't have to go inside.
Somebody scalping sperm.
Straight from the tap.
Hey.
Scalping sperm.
I can save you the money. I'm in there, but I'm also in here.
They got a legal sperm.
They got one of their kids with them. This is what I do right here. Look.
Inside his jacket.
He's hanging the whole kid.
He got a whole 10-year-old on the inside of his jacket. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's 6'1". He's still.
This is when I was at 240. This is when I had that. My hairline was back.
That's my T-cell count and it's my glucose level. I'm a healthy motherfucker, baby.
Look at my T cells, my white blood cells is fired.
he got a charge per stroke. So listen.
Now that we're here, just know I'm long-winded. Okay. Your wife is watching. It's cool. Just let me know.
I ain't asked for all this.
I'll hold hands with a wife.
I keep eye contact. I'm not enjoying this. Just trust me. I'm not enjoying this. So what? I'm sweating. So what? I'm moaning and groaning. All right. I'm not enjoying this. He starts saying, you got that tight, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying this. I promise. It's just for the baby. It's for the baby. Can you hurry up and bust, sir? What?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Have you donated before?
I haven't.
No, me either.
Me neither.
I think I wish it was just a machine.
You want to go there for a jerk off
They
machine?
gonna come out with a vending machine one day.
Like
It's got a little hole in it. In the hole in the vending machine, bro. Sperm donation.
Keep the money.
Hey,
Kraig, need some change.
dog, that is wild. They gonna automate fucking sperm, man.
When your dick gets stuck.
Your dick is stuck in. Yeah.
You be like, everything just. Hey! Shut
You on the phone with customer service and say, hey.
What's the problem, sir? You're looking around. Kids is coming home from school. I'm at the mall. I went to Jerq.
Yeah, where do you put a sperm bank vending machine?
Yeah, it's in the mall, nigga. It's right next to Anne's Pretzel.
Right next to Victoria's Secret.
The visual of his pants down to his ankles.
And you know
the fucking vending machine.
It's the curtain, right? You can see his pants through the curtain. It's like a photo booth.
Oh my god.
Hello. And he got a line way down. He's like, hey, hurry up, bro. I got a full load in here, man. He said, I'm sorry, bro. This thing is stuck. It's stuck.
Well, let me see. Let me go.
Get out here.
I used to work on these. You got the maintenance man come in. Excuse me, oh boy. Well, you know what, sir? You got too much meat in there. I told you just a tip.
How much would one of those cost? That's like,
No, the jerk machines.
And are they changing out the condom every single time? Is it like?
got to, yeah.
I mean, how do you do that? It gotta have somebody like. And who was this? Like, hey, I splashed everywhere. I'm sorry. Who's gonna wipe down the circumference?
Somebody got that job. That's somebody's job somewhere. People jerk on bulls for money, dog. Somebody's gonna do that work.
That's wild.
Just in the middle of the mall, in the this shit.
I saw some video. It was this dude had a horse jerker off thing. You see what I'm talking about? This dude came in, he got this big old machine on the. That horse was like, ugh!
Yeah. It was like a
This is
glove.
people's job
Right.
is to sit there and make animals.
What if you lose money because you have like an STD? They pay you to be like, sir, come back. It says right here you have symptoms of chlamydia. Huh? What?
I must have just got that today.
That is it from the machine?
Yeah, let me see.
You
Let me
would
see
pay
that.
you $60 back.
Yeah, you got it contaminated.
New age kissing booty squad. What's funny is, what if it was a girl in there sucking the whole time? She's like, and she said, you like, I knew that felt real. Oh man, hold on. Is it single? Is this a single machine?
Yeah, like, I gotta go on break.
Hell yeah, that's coming, man.
No pun intended.
Yeah. A whole beat off machine is wild stuff, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I lose out on STDs. It's been crazy. What are you talking about, sir?
You said what?
No Channel said, man, the news out on STDs.
Yeah. So I don't know. I seen 2 videos pop up. They says, I don't know what city it is. Help me out, No Channel. They said the rise of HIV is running rampant in, like, I think it said like Alabama or something like that. Oh no, it was Texas.
Yeah.
In Texas, like Houston and Philadelphia. Never mind.
Country got too comfortable. I got too comfortable.
Yeah.
Because it's not a huge deal anymore. You don't hear anybody talking about
HIV.
There's a whole thing I heard called PrEP. Right. And I be hearing that advertisement. No one says
You about this?
put condoms on. No one says safe sex. No one says this. It's
Explain what PrEP is.
it says take PrEPs, prepare you for getting HIV. So you can take it it's pre-HIV.
Right, it's like a condom inside your body to get HIV.
It is. It's like you can take PrEP and it I guess stops it from getting HIV, or I don't know if it stops it, but it's like I don't know, some kind of symptom. I don't know the science behind it, but
It's pretty much like saying, let me take some antibiotics before I get this. I know this girl has chlamydia.
it's a flu shot. It's exactly
Oh, wow.
exactly
Like,
what it is.
I'm gonna take this antibiotic because if she got something, I'm gonna stop it at the door like a goddamn security.
That's wild.
So they was like, I don't need no condom.
That's
I
wild.
got PrEP.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah, that is terrifying, dude.
And that commercial just a bunch of dudes. It was like, yeah, get PrEP.
Man, you know what was? Imagine your first orgy and you get HIV. You're like, I don't know who I got it from. I don't know who to yell at.
Man,
Just like,
yeah.
hey, I need a meeting. It was like, which one of y'all infected the colony?
Everybody raised their hand. It was all of us. This was actually an HIV only orgy.
Oh, you was
Oh, you didn't read the fine print. You just saw orgy came right in, huh? You didn't see the fine
I thought that
print.
was financial aid. I tell you. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh
man.
boy, yeah, man.
Maybe.
We at the age now where if you get it, you live another 30 years.
Yeah.
You be 75.
They do have the treatments.
It's nothing now.
Right. I kind of feel like it's 2025, man. Things that should happen is we should have the cure of HIV. Clear out my blood. You know, they should have. I think this is what I think. I think they should have everybody takes antibiotics once a month. We can eradicate all STDs.
If everybody takes antibiotics once a month,
Right.
we can eradicate all STDs.
People who are sexually active.
Yeah. You know how hard it is to get AIDS?
Yeah,
It's
we
so
had this discussion.
hard.
Did we have this discussion?
We had this discussion at Harvest because it's blood and blood. You can't get it just normal sex.
Right.
So
It's
you
got to be
anal, or you actually have a cut or something when
Yeah.
you're peeing, because blood from a woman needs to exchange for blood from a man, and that's why it was a homosexual STD, because when you go anal, you're typically ripping the booty hole,
Right.
and that blood is going inside your pee hole.
Right.
So unless a girl's on her cycle and a guy has shards of skin ripped away on his peen, that's how he would get it.
Yeah.
Unless you have a bloody vagina, I don't know. But it's only a blood and blood.
Blood in, blood out.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we had a discussion in Harvest.
I don't remember that, but damn.
We were talking about. It's not. We were talking about.
Which one of them dirty got it?
No. We were talking about how Eazy-E got it, and it was like, yeah, he ain't gay, and it was like, you do realize the only way you can get HIV is blood and blood, so he was definitely dabbling in
a woman's booty hole.
Yeah, or man,
Or somebody gave it to her, right? You got these guys was down low, still down low.
right?
These dudes ain't even down low no more.
We-
These
we-
dudes just be like, what? Second gay? What y'all talking about?
Right. We had this discussion of like when you get so big, pause, as far as like a celebrity, what happens is you run out of ideas. I need other things to do. I want more women.
Yeah.
I want to have sex in a first class while people are in the back seat. I want to have sex on top of a mountain. And you just start like, I want an orgy in a Burger King.
Right.
You just start doing weird stuff because like I've had normal sex so often. When you shooting threes and you always make it, you're like, this is not even fun no more.
Right.
Imagine eating your worst foods and you still got abs. You're like, I'm winning. I'm winning. I need to do something more. I need to take a bite out of a lamb. I've tried every food option.
Yeah.
Let's say you get one food, one movie, one album for the rest of your life, right? That's all you got. No matter who's around playing music, you only hear the same thing over and over again.
One song.
No matter what you watch somewhere, you only see the same movie, and no matter where you at, any kind of buffet, you only taste the same food.
I'm going with Life. I'm going with Reminisce. By
You know what, Kraig? I'm glad you said Life, man. Because you know who hates that movie?
Who?
Dion Lack.
Oh, you tripping.
Dion Lack does not like that movie. I told him it's a perfect movie.
It's the most complete movie ever made. It's every genre. It's every
I'm
genre.
not doing this again.
Oh, you're not doing this again? You're not gonna do this again now?
I'm not doing this again. That movie is depressing.
Oh, you
It
said
is, but it's every genre.
you said Life. My bad. You said Life. It's the movie.
Life. Reminisce Over You by Pete Roxio Smooth.
Wow.
And then the food.
I love the way that starts.
Oh my God, I probably have to go with salmon and rice.
Okay.
Wow.
You can be healthy out here.
Like lemon pepper, black pepper salmon.
Yeah.
What you got, lad? You get one movie for the rest of your life, one food for the rest of your life, one song for the rest of your life.
Mine's gonna be a twofer because I love the movie Temptations.
Okay.
Cause that's movie and music.
Temptations.
Mm-hmm.
Better than 5 Heartbeat?
Yes. I would love to put a poll up to
Yeah.
ask anybody in this chat right now, what do y'all think is better, 5 Heartbeats or Temptations? So I'll go to Temptations.
Okay.
Cobb salad,
Okay.
because that's a lot of food options on top of that. I can kind of break apart and say, now I just want chicken. Now I just want eggs. Now I want just a salad.
Yeah. Well, chicken and eggs is the same thing.
Yeah. What'd you say? Music?
Mm-hmm. Need one song.
One song. LBC.
Nigga picked a musical movie.
I know. That's twofer. I love Dove
ride.
Shack.
I ride with her.
Yeah. I ride with her.
I slide with her.
All the love from the LBC. That song makes me smile every single time.
All the bitches wanna kick it with me.
Damn, it's hot than the mother.
Yeah.
I'm smothering ribs with barbecue sauce. Fools get tossed.
You gotta miss Nate, dog, bro. Nate was so.
That wasn't Nate.
Who was it? That wasn't Nate singing?
That wasn't Nate.
No, I know him. That's he did my podcast. That's dang man, cool.
I thought that was Nate, dog, singing that.
No.
Yeah,
that's,
sounds like him though.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. I can't
That's a
think
one
of
hit
his name.
wonder. I think they call him Dove
He had like 2 more songs. The Dove Shack is the 2 dudes, but the one singing is Dang, man.
Bro, I swear it was Nate Dogg.
Oh, yeah. That's him.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Use your phone, bro.
Right,
It's not a quiz. You was about to start punching the mic. What's this fucking name?
Hey, Kraig, you from LA, man. Who's your favorite LA artist?
Oh, man, that's tough, man.
Come on, man. You gotta pick one, man.
He said you got to.
Yeah, I'm
That
being
would
on
have
hold,
to
man.
be
Pick one.
Ice Cube.
Cube.
Oh,
Great pick.
Another.
Oh, Dion also hates Ice Cube. That's crazy.
No, I don't hate him. I think he's groundbreaking, but his lyrics, when you say them out loud, sounds very cheesy.
I felt, didn't we do this whole thing?
We did.
And he had some bars, though. He had some slapper bars. What were you talking about? We did do this whole thing.
Right.
We did, beanie, 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 beanie. And we did that one.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we did, of course, is that his best song? Today's a good day? Today was a good day. Is that the best?
He got a bunch, bro.
Tell me one of his best lyrics.
Let me see. So, you gotta remember, he came out in '84. He was in a group called.
Lynchmoney, right?
No,
That was later.
No, it was a group when he was 14. He came out. He was still in high school when he came out. He started messing with NWA when he was 16. He got a bunch of lyrics, man. Shout out, how you like me now? I'm in the mix. It's 1996 and I'm serving bricks, a biscuit and a quota. Let the water boil. Get the baking soda. So he's more of a storyteller. This song, he's talking about how West Coast rappers or West Coast dope dealers, that whole song's about West Coast dope dealers traveling around the country selling kilos, and how you go into a town and you take over.
Well, he never did it though.
Nah, he never did it, but it was a storyteller. It was a great depiction.
Hitchcock.
So he'd have bars like only rapper from that era that had like super bars was probably like Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
Everybody else was telling stories.
Right. That's why I appreciate him as groundbreaking because he made NWA. He wrote for everybody.
Yeah. Then he has another song called "A Bitch Is a Bitch," where he explains to black women the difference between a woman and a bitch. That's a great song.
I think the problem with me is I only heard his singles, and his singles was very cheesy for me.
Yeah.
Like when he was like, I looked outside, I see the Goodyear pimp, and it says Ice Cube's a pimp.
Yeah.
This was cheesy to you?
Says,
What are you talking about?
First of all, that would never happen. Why would it say, hey, Ice Cube?
But it's a reference from Scarface.
What is
The
it?
world is yours.
It did not say that though.
Well, it didn't say that because he put his own thing on it, but that was the whole thing about Scarface when it looks up at the end. Well, not at the
You
end.
don't like Today Was a Good Day?
I don't
You're
like
crazy.
the. I think he was forcing rhymes. Like he was saying, like I did a triple double playing 21.
I mean, yeah, that's a.
How do you do a triple double?
He's having a great day.
It's impossible.
Hey.
Who are you going to assist to? You're playing 21.
He's good, right? That's funny as shit.
I was like, come on, man. You just forcing these rhymes.
Yeah, and Ice Cube has some stuff, man.
Cream.
Be Clubbing is the worst Ice Cube song.
Be clubbing? Yeah, that's when I feel like he was forcing a hit.
That's when your ball say something. You know,
Don't move, nothing. Yeah.
But that's when the music started going down and the acting went up more. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, we're about done here with this.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? There was another one. It felt like around that We Be Clubbing era. What was another song that was on the Players Club? I feel like it was another. I'm like, this dude right here just. Remember when he had played We Be Clubbing at the Kids Choice Awards.
Oh, wow. That's wild.
Kids was like, we've never been to the club before.
I'm 7, so. Are we doing this slime or what?
Yeah.
Kids are good. I was going to ask you guys, man. Who is a black sitcom
You never
character?
did yours, bro.
Oh, what was the question?
The question you asked us, nincompoop.
One food, one movie, and one song. All right. One song is going to be All Falls Down from Kanye West. Yeah, I can hear that all day, all the time. That shit was fire.
Great song.
And I would do cheesecake. I'm going to get diabetes quickly, but I'm doing cheesecake. Love cheesecake. I have one. And
You do realize you're surviving off of this.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I just won't survive that long, but whatever. And then one movie, bro. One movie might be Because he's gonna be coming to America on Friday.
Friday got funny as I got older.
I feel like every time I watch it, it gets better, bro.
Yeah, it's really
Still,
funny.
to this day, every time I watch it, it just gets better.
Harlem Nights is
Oh man, we need more movies like that. A bunch of comedians
Just-
who's not trying to steal. Everyone gonna have your scene. You're gonna
Yeah.
have your moment. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of comedians not trying to be funny, but funny.
yeah, that's
It's a perfect movie.
I think I'm gonna go Coming to America.
one.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed in the last one,
Yeah.
man.
There's a bunch of sketches, yo.
It just didn't make no sense. It had no grit.
Nice. I still haven't seen it.
Oh, don't you ain't going.
I think you should watch it and then come back with your feedback.
I don't want to do that. I got enough feedback from the world. I was like, well, I'm good here then.
I remember it came out on my birthday and I was super excited. I had my girls and friends.
Let's throw a party, everybody. Watch party.
I did.
I couldn't believe it, bro. I'm like, oh, Eddie must not have been involved with the whole process.
Right.
You took that big ass check.
It had no grit, though. It had no. It's like they took all the grit out of entertainment.
Right.
I remember being a kid and being excited when I would hear a rap song in a movie or a TV show, or you know what I mean. And they took all that shit away. They replaced this with.
And I think they were just like, these are viral people. These are people that's hot right now. How can we add them to the movie? I feel like they had a solid script. They were just like, how can we create something around this person?
Shit was an Instagram movie.
But Dolomite was incredible.
Yeah, Dolomite was fire.
Yeah.
He did his thing.
So that let me know. Oh, that wasn't Eddie coming to America. He must not have been making the decisions.
Right. Kenyon Burns.
Yeah. I mean, King Burns is an incredible writer, but that movie wasn't.
Right.
You
When you get so big, pause, you start to kind of like spread out your, written by, like Tyler Perry's not writing on this stuff, I promise you. I'm sure he's like, written by Tyler Perry, he writes for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Written by Tyler Perry, he writes for me. Because there's no way he's knocking out TV shows, movies.
At that clip.
Like if you do like a timeline of Tyler Perry movies in the past 2 years, he's knocked out like 15 projects.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking like serious.
Mm-hmm.
BT Plus is going crazy over Tyler Perry. He keep the lights on over there.
Yeah.
Well, he's a monster, though. I heard he really does. I mean, not do all of it, but I heard he does a lot of the work, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he does the final review of the scripts, but I'm sure he has people like, hey, you're not going to claim this, right? You're going to sign this NDA. I
Right.
need you to flush this up. I'm sure ChatGPT is his co.
What if he does write it all though?
That's impossible.
I feel like when things start to get watered down, it's because of that. I think you go like, oh, you're starting to write one note. One thing he said though, I loved when he was on what was Kenny Barris' show?
Blackish?
Or the other one.
It was,
The bad version of Black.
right. I know what you're talking about. It was on Netflix.
Yeah. When he was doing a whole interview with Tyler Perry, felt like an interview anyway, so they were having a conversation, but Tyler was like, I over deliver to my audience.
Black AF.
Yeah, Black AF. He was like, I over deliver to them. He was like, that's the only people I care about. He was like, I'm not trying to do nothing else but what I think they want. And I thought that was the best thing, bro.
That's
'Cause
fine.
people be like, yo, do this. Why aren't you doing that? You don't need to keep doing that. He's like, shit ain't for y'all. This is for these people who was here when I started, ground floor, roots. These are these people, and I will continue to make movies just for them.
But that can backfire on you. Like,
It hasn't.
like a Dane Cook.
As far as what?
His audience grew out of him.
Is that what happened with Dane?
Yeah, I think. Well, also they say he was selling jokes, because he came up like right before the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So people started to kind of say, "Hey, he created a whole album like with an Avengers of people's jokes," and then his very wacky act out jokes. People like that was a college thing, and then people was like, "Yeah." I started realizing I went back and watched it. It's kind of weird.
Hey, but can we be honest? I mean, I've seen that happen. I ain't gonna say no names. Some of the comedians I love growing up, I get older, I study comedy. I'm like, oh, that was a Richard Pryor joke.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Wow.
Because you didn't think the internet could find the source.
That whole special is not.
Y'all saw that?
There's a couple bits about going to Africa.
Oh my gosh.
And Richard did it first.
Right.
But there's a couple comedians who are major
That I was like, wow.
Yeah.
who have done it.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I've been the victim. I've been victimized. I had somebody steal a character that I did a series on. They stole a couple of scenes. I have this character named Cheapo the Creepo. He's based on my nephew who's autistic. He's a guy that can't speak. He's not auditory. So he the way that he learns is he mimics people. He steals your movements and what you do.
That's a great name.
So a part of one of the episodes, he wants to learn how to fight. So he's 10 hours straight in the window of a dojo watching them do karate and he's stealing the moves and putting them in his pocket. So I turn on HBO, it's a series on there, I'll show you guys later. They have my exact scene.
No.
It just came out like a year ago. My sketch came out 8-9 years ago.
Wow.
My exact scene is in the movie. Character dressed the same and everything.
No.
So we had to discuss with Ron G. When you're around comedy so often, sometimes you get this little blurred version of, did I come up with this or did I see this? And I was like, man, because remember I think I had the conversation with you. I was like, I had said something. He was like, yeah, I think that's a Chris Rock joke. Because I had said something about minimum wage. And I was like, it's crazy. I was like,
they would pay you less if they could, or something like that.
No, it was like,
or maybe the electricity.
No. It was like, it's crazy that they. Yeah. It was just like, I was like, it's called minimum wage. It's like, man, what is the minimum amount of I can pay this person so I don't be like considered a slave owner.
Right.
So so it's like, what is that rate? He was like, that's a Chris Rock joke. I was like, really?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I heard it or if I was like, we just had the same thought.
You might have just had the same thought.
Right.
But like that's okay though, man. It's okay to have the same thought as somebody because you'll think of something and then later on I'm like, dang dog, I didn't know blah 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 had that. I didn't know like that does happen. You might have something that you think like that.
Right.
And the fact that someone wants to call you a joke thief, I feel like that happens too fast.
Yeah.
If it happens one time, I go like, nah. When I start seeing the side by sides, that's when I be like, yeah. The side by sides are crazy because you should have a different take on this.
Right.
Or it's just so generic. Right. You know what I mean? But you wouldn't think that I have to make something like super, super specific if you're the first one to think of it. You're like, oh man.
What if it was like this is a joke. I'm not gonna make this like a freestyle. What if it was an alpha comedian, like a D-boy of comedy, that was like watching niggas sets, like he's recording in the back, like I like that shit.
Yeah.
And he on stage like, no, is that Dion back there? Hey man, come on, bro, man. I got the Tonight Show in 2 weeks, man. No, I got the Tonight Show in 3 weeks. That's my joke. Keep going, man. Keep going. Cause I'm going on tour. It's like, come on, man. Please, man. I'm working on my special. I'm working on my special. Checking this pocket. What else you got? What else you got?
You got to crash out.
You said what?
You got to crash out on it. You got to do it.
I mean, if he's that, it's like, he would knock you out for your whole set.
Knock you out, all your jokes come out like Sonic coins.
You wake up like, I had a joke about, no, he knocked the shit out of you.
Hey, that's basically what they be doing, though.
What?
That's how they
Just stealing like that?
Yeah.
They just do it one person removed.
Yeah. And they have an assistant watching, like, oh, that'll be perfect for Paul.
You show up places, now they record and everything. You can't, you record, you didn't tell
That's
me
why,
to record
this is why you gotta put your shit up first, dog. You gotta record your shit and then you gotta put it up. Cause somebody can come along and be like, I did this. You gotta have receipts. Like, hey, I did this back in blah, blah, blah.
You know, we haven't seen everybody in Los Angeles. That's just Los Angeles.
Oh, right.
Imagine you do your whole set in Alabama. They was like, that's Makai's jokes. Like, he has a set exactly like this.
He was just here last week. He saw all this. I didn't know he was.
Nigga. Oh, get that nigga's. Nigga, imagine this. This was unprepared for you. You have a whole bit, a whole 30 minutes, and it's just out of a freak nature that y'all have the same exact premise, punchline. He goes on right before you. Are you pivoting, or you like?
Gotta pivot. You gotta go. You know what's crazy about what's? You gotta find another angle in there.
Woo!
Because first you'd be mad, like, look at this, everything I got.
Yeah.
But you gotta be like,
Yeah. That's why I try to talk about I try to go into deep waters, man.
Yeah.
I try to make people uncomfortable just so I know if you come out here and swim with me,
Say,
I'll
nobody
figure it out. It's the hard, you know what I mean? So you come out here and swim with me, you got some guts.
Yeah.
Because some of these motherfuckers don't like being here. Because what I just said, you're trying to be liked by everybody. It's a tough business, bro.
It is, man. And it's no union.
I wish you could poison a joke.
You be like,
Yeah, go and drink it. Go and drink that shit.
Oh, shit.
he's like, got your ass, nigga.
Motherfucker.
got
No,
Trump,
You okay over there?
Trumps and tariffs. What's wrong with his premise, man? Somebody didn't slip me a Mickey.
He's like, hey Kraig, did you put something in this joke? Yeah, rat poison, nigga.
Did you put something in this joke? It's crazy.
Yeah, I put originality in it.
You motherfucker.
Hey, what's up, Mocha Gar? What's up, Bobby Hyman? What's up, Stinker Bell? What's
Terrible
happening?
name. Bobby Hyman.
Y'all in the chat if he ain't say what's up to you.
Bro.
But the name Chill Weathers come from? Well, I mean, Bill Weathers, but what made you? What made you?
Growing up, they called me Pac-Man, P-A-Q-M-A-N.
Okay, growing up.
I'm yellow and I eat a lot, you know. And then during the quarantine, I watched the documentary.
I was yellow and I ate a lot.
Well, they called me, yeah. And so I was
That's
during the
funny.
quarantine, Bill Whithers died, and I never really knew much about him besides his songs.
Mm-hmm.
So a documentary came on. I said, oh, we have a lot of parallels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he was a working class, blue collar guy.
Mhm.
He was an airplane mechanic, worked for Boeing.
Didn't know it.
You know, I worked in construction and
Mhm.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
He got a deal later in life.
Mhm.
He was like 40,
Mhm.
over 40.
Okay.
Me, I didn't start comedy until I was 28.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then when he had some success, they had to beg him to quit his job.
Yeah.
Because he's like, nah, I can't trust some other motherfucker to put food on my table.
Wow.
Show me a check. And they go, nigga, it's $500,000. It's going to take you 20 years to make this. You know?
Yeah.
So he finally quit. Me, I always worked for the majority of my comedy career.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I just seen a lot of parallels. I was like, man, you're a pretty dope dude. So I was bored in the house
Mhm.
during the quarantine, and we couldn't tell jokes really.
Right.
I said, fuck it. I was an MC first. I had 6 albums before I ever told a joke.
Under Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do an album and just come up with a different different what do they call it? Yeah, different
Alias.
alias,
Mhm.
character, whatever you
Mhm.
call it. So I was like, fuck it, Chill Whithers.
Go name.
I made like 5 albums under that name.
I didn't know until Tony Baker was like, y'all here Chill Weathers? And I was like, nah, who's this? He was like, it's Kraig. I said, what?
Oh, for real?
Yeah. He was the first one, like, who told me, he was like, yo, he was like, hey, Kraig, dope. I was like, what?
That's dope.
Yeah, shout out to Tony, man. Yeah,
I gotta hop on one of your albums, bro.
Yeah, I gotta do another one, man. I think I'm gonna switch my name again to Adam Clayton Powell Jr.
That's so specific.
All dope light skinned cats. You know what
Adam
I'm saying?
Clayton
You know what that
Powell.
is?
Who's the lights?
I got
Light-
Clinton Powell. I mean, what's his name? Colin Powell? Is that supposed to
Colin
be?
Powell. No,
Okay.
yeah, Adam is different. Adam is like, he's like the first rich black male figure
Mhm.
in this country. He was, you know, a young man in the late 1890s, no,
Mhm.
in the early 1900s. He's from New York. His father owned the first mega church
Okay.
in New York. I forget the name of it. So he was a very fair-skinned black dude. He looked white,
Mm-hmm.
and he was super pro-black. So, and he was a millionaire in the early 1900s because of the church. And so, long story short, he went to college, and when he went to college, he didn't look black, so he joined the white fraternity for the first 2 years because he wanted to see how white people interacted.
Wow.
But he's, when I say pro-black, when he watches speeches, he's gonna be like, oh, this thing's crazy.
Wow.
So, after 2 years, he's like, you know, kind of told the people, I do for
Gotcha,
y'all,
nigga.
man. I just seeing what y'all was up to and shit.
Mhm.
So, graduated, came back, started to do a lot of work in his community. He's the person that invented the boycott for blacks, like boycotting companies that don't hire black people or do business with black people. He really didn't like Martin Luther King at all. He called him a punk. He was in Congress for years.
Like a congressman?
Yeah, congressman. I mean, he was, you know, he had bitches. He was like if Jay-Z.
You should open up with that.
If Jay-Z and Denzel Washington was one guy, that would be kind of who they would have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like the Jay-Z and Denzel of the early 1900s. So his beef with Martin Luther King was, you know, he was in politics. So Martin Luther King he was a Democrat. And so the Democratic convention was happening in New York, but at the same time, Martin Luther King had some type of rally scheduled. So because a lot of the base for the Democrats were black, it was going to affect the vote. So he had a private eye following MLK, and he basically told MLK, bro, either you reschedule the march and what you're trying to do, or I'm going to expose to the world that you have a gay assistant.
Oh, not him.
Yeah, gay assistant. This is something you can look up. It's documented. So he was treacherous like that. Like, you know, he was he was no joke. But he also didn't like Martin Luther King because Martin Luther King took a lot of his strategies and didn't give him his just due. You know what I mean? The whole bus boycott is what he started. He did it 20 years. He's 20, 30 years older than Martin Luther King. He did it in New York like in the 1920s.
That's why I didn't respect him. This youngin' coming in,
Killing all my tactics.
No matter what, an old nigga gonna be a hating ass over
Yeah.
What if Martin Luther King didn't write none of his speeches?
I don't think he.
And then they were just he had like an assistant was like, I am a great writer, but I can't perform like you do.
Right.
Will we take away the credit? Will he be like the Drake?
Oh, that's crazy. Whose dream was it? I don't know. That's
Antoine had a dream.
Yeah, because you know MLK was low key a genius. He graduated college when he was like 19 or something really early. So that would be different. That would I would have to look at that and be like,
Would you not respect him?
No, I'm gonna respect him because of what he did.
Yeah.
But,
Shit, that's man. That dude knew he was marked for death.
yeah.
And to go out there and be like, yeah, man, well, you know.
I can survive.
Yeah, man.
I'm not taking bricks, German shepherds, and water hoses at all.
Coon!
Yeah, I'm watching from the window.
Get out there, you coon. We need your marching.
Oh man.
I'm watching from the window.
But when you hear Adam Clayton Powell Jr. speak, you're gonna be like, oh wow, I wonder why he hasn't gotten more publicity because he was really like a rebel. So he really spoke. You know how you be watching all them old fucking film videos of us getting disrespected and like, nigga, I would have said this. He's that nigga that's saying the shit you would have said, but back then.
Was he intimidating? Like, was he big?
He was big, probably like 6'3".
Oh yeah.
Was he more aggressive than like Malcolm X?
Yeah, but in a different way. He was more he was more aggressive, like on the tip of these white people, man, they stupid. Why the fuck you scared of these motherfuckers, man? When it's time to die, it's time to die, nigga.
How did he die?
Natural causes.
Oh.
He had so much bread, they tried to say he was stealing money from Congress.
Wow.
But he wasn't, so they got him illegally voted out of Congress, and then he had so much bread, he fought it and got reinstated. He would be in Congress calling the white senators cowards and punks. You're a fucking punk.
Right.
Yeah,
You down here letting innocent people get lynched because you're a fucking punk. Like you know what I mean? He was that type of dude. Like he had no fear. You're gonna love him once you get hit with all this shit.
Say his name again?
Adam Clayton Powell Jr.
Adam Clayton Powell.
And that's what you want your rap name to be?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that for an album.
I thought the junior was gonna be you, as in like you're the son of him, or you could be the third.
Well, yeah, his is Junior. I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, cause so they be like, oh, whoa, is this the right person?
Reincarnated.
Your dad is 120 years older than you.
You got some shit with the bars for us?
Chill with it. I mean, I always got it.
Stay ready, man.
I gotta shoot. I gotta think of something, man. Let me see.
You know, also before you say that, I remember when y'all did for all that, y'all did like a little cipher.
Yeah.
I would love to do that again. A bunch of comedians that can rap.
Yeah.
Just like a same beat. I would love to do that again.
Remember that one we did before that, like?
Oh yeah. With Lorana and them and yeah.
Yeah, I'm always down.
Sade.
Red Bull just did a little cipher.
Yeah.
I think that one was dope.
They've been doing that for like the past 2 years, man. I love that.
Who they do it with?
Well, it's different rappers every time. But
Okay.
this one, the one that's going viral is with Joey Badass, Absol, and Big
Okay.
Sean, which is the three monsters.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah.
I saw somebody was saying that like getting Kendrick in the rap battle is one thing, but getting Absol in there, it was like it's not gonna be any. It's like it's not gonna be any hooks, no bops. It's gonna be 15 minutes nigga, of eviscerating me.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's somebody who
Absol is
he don't get a
killer.
lot.
He
He don't
dope.
get a lot of respect.
Yeah, he dope as
Like
fuck.
nobody talks about him a lot enough. Somebody also said, which is very true, Big Sean is our version of Fabulous. Like we enjoy his raps, but we don't put him in the top anythings.
Right.
And I was like, man, that's
Big
damn
Sean's
true.
dope.
He's dope, but would you put him at in your tops?
I mean, that's gonna be tough.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
Yeah.
I love
I'm
hearing
an MC
this.
though. I'm an MC, so it's different for me. It ain't just about bars.
Right.
You know, some
Like-
niggas
like
just
music.
bar heavy. Yeah.
Right.
There's so many elements, to nuances to being a dope artist. Most people don't pick up on it until 10, 15 years later. Like, oh, that's what he meant.
Yeah.
What I like about Big Sean is I felt like he did a different thing. He don't let a second of beat go to waste. He'll rap. There ain't no breaks, ain't no breathing. There's hardly ever any space that just lets or even like repeating something over and over again. I was like, he would take up every single. Yeah, I always suspect that. There's hardly ever. And then I was like, no, it's rap. He'll find another way to come in there. I always appreciate that about him. I was like, he don't waste no time, bro.
Yeah, man, I like him a lot.
But I dropped the last album I dropped is called Chill Whithers Cluster B, which is a mental health album. It's about cluster B personality disorders.
Cluster B.
Personality disorders.
This is a real thing.
Yeah, I just did songs from the perspective of somebody who has one of the disorders or something.
Everything's up on Apple.
Yeah, it's up. If you look up Chill Whithers Cluster B.
Cluster B is the album title.
Yeah, Chill Whithers Cluster B.
Okay, so to explain Cluster B personalities.
So you have narcissism, you have antisocial behavior disorder, you have borderline behavior disorder, you have histrionic behavior disorder, and then I forget what the other one is.
Well, nigga, you named a lot.
Right. You're very
impressive.
wise, Craig.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I
man.
learned a lot from you.
This nigga
man.
well read and shit. You be reading books, nigga.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, but in this industry we deal with a lot of people who suffer from that shit, and I didn't realize it until I started just doing a lot of reading. Like, oh, that's why that motherfucker acts like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that
You
whole
just trying to figure out people.
yeah, because it's you get so it's so sensitive,
Right.
and then the lying in the industry, not like as far as the opportunity, but the people who will just flat out lie on your name or make something up because they couldn't get you to do something they wanted you to do. You know what I mean? Like that bothered me. Like, and it wasn't always things done to me, even though I have been lied on. We all have.
Right.
But it was like, why would this woman or this person do this, knowing that at some point the truth would be exposed?
Right.
Like, why would you try to buy time and ruin somebody's reputation because you're angry with them? And then that's when I started finding answers to that. Like, oh, this is some childhood trauma shit.
I love you turn that into the concept album, bro. This is dope.
Yeah, so that's what I dealt with on that album, and I got a bunch of I can spit partial.
Give us something, man.
So I did this one song. How'd it go? You know what they'll do? They'll do it to you. Okay, yeah, it's about how does the hook go? You know what they'll do? They'll do it to you. You know what they do? Okay, it's coming to me. We'll do this one. Okay. She gave me too much space and our time expired. Said I wasn't a good leader, then somebody else got hired. What makes that bizarre? She had a petty theft on her record and couldn't make it out of HR. She tried to move into my place and get my cable rewired. You tried to steal my money, you liar, bitch. How the fuck you borrow money for cable knowing I got a fire stick? You better treat me like a sire or acquire a new environment. I don't relax at all, cause you the one looking for Jesus to persecute like Saul.
Bars.
Yeah. I'm all in.
Bars.
That's part of one. I'm trying to remember the other one.
Yeah.
That's dope. You're so LA, bro. It's hilarious.
And then what's
Yeah.
another
DJ
one?
Quick all in here.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
You Know What They Do. And then I got another one. What's the other one? Oh,
I'm gonna like sugar free too.
Mm-hmm.
she breadcrumbs me. Agenda. Well, how did that shit go? She breadcrumbs me. Agenda. Oh, she breadcrumbs me. Agenda. And I don't stumble when I. Damn.
I'm the same way, bro.
I'm trying to remember that shit. Hold on. It's gonna come to me.
That's dope, though, bro.
I got a bunch of them, man.
Yeah, man.
She said there's 3 clusters of personality disorder. Very interesting. Kraig chose the unpredictable cluster.
Yeah,
Man
man.
said, come on now, bars,
Yeah,
fire,
man.
claps.
Local God asks, y'all think Martin Luther King would use ChatGPT for a speech if he was around today?
100%.
I need something riveting. Something.
They're about to do like I'm sure they have a software that can reverse engineer ChatGPT and expose a lot of people.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
They're gonna be like copy and paste. How much of ChatGPT did this? And they were like, I can't pay you this amount because you used a AI software to write this script for me.
How much does it matter
What?
if something was written by, let's say I had a dream speech was AI, okay? Let's say it was written by a bot, okay? Does it make it less effective? Does it make it less important?
I think so.
Because
is
it still not factual? Is it still not important? Is it still not something that he said, yeah, this is what I'm feeling? If he couldn't put it into the right words, he was like, oh, this is yeah. Maybe he added a couple words in here, say kingdom instead of the people, something like that.
well, I mean, it's programming,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess spirituality is any shit that exists outside of programming. You know what I mean?
The tone, the direction,
Yeah.
the writing. Who do we praise more when it comes to Dark Knight? Chris Nolan or Christian Bale?
It goes hand in hand.
But I feel like
There's a overarching idea, right? Which Christopher Nolan's he's in charge of the vision, right? And then what's his name?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger he's in charge of bringing it to life,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you can't have one without the other.
But I definitely feel like it's like the car versus the driver.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks that like Dale Earnhardt gets a lot of love for being a great driver, but like that car is doing 90% of the work.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
It just depends if you put him in a different car. And this is the only way you know. This is like when Tom Brady went to the Bucks. They were like, is it Belichick or is it Tom Brady?
Right,
and then Belichick's out the league and Brady won another Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I go like, you have to put him in a different situation and see
right.
who's really in charge. I feel like a different driver should be able to win in a different car, right?
I don't know.
If you're the great driver, it should matter. And I don't know how much they changed them. Are they all the same?
That's a good question. Are all the cars?
They have similar specs, but they use different parts, and I don't know if they all use the same.
I don't know shit
fuel.
about something like NASCAR or anything like that. I don't think about it.
All right, let's wrap this up, bro.
All right, cool.
You gonna do the whole?
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
First off, I want to thank Kraig Smith for coming
Yeah.
here with us today, man.
do this,
Appreciate
y'all.
you, bro.
Man, thank you for having me. Sorry for being late.
It's all good, man. We had a good ass time with you, dog.
Yeah.
Love to have you back.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Thank you guys so much for watching the episode Like on Your Chest.
No. Check, please. Do you mind if I give him some
I was
more?
about to do this, bro. I was jumping
What
in
is
there.
this,
I
man?
don't know. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Like on Your Chest.
No. Check, please. Do you mind if I give him some more?
Yes, please.
A lot of laughs we cooking up in this podcast. Topic XD is high key. The live stream is mostly positive conversations, except we tend to get darker than elbows on Wesley. We sort of popping like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Mr. Chaz Rogers, Big Ready from Lansing. I'm lactose. ENT, I guess we paying for the bill, so give us another check, please.
And then Kraig goes,
God! All your stuff you get from God.
So yeah, Mocha God, that's where you got it from you. You see that in there? All right.
oh, you got the mocha guy from Kraig Smith?
You see, his name was Kraig Influence.
Oh, the mocha
okay.
god.
Yeah.
No,
Mocha
man,
God.
appreciate you.
Hey, influencing the youth out here, man. Yeah, appreciate y'all for watching, man. Thank you guys for watching here, watching on live. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Hold on. You got some dates? Kraig? You going out anywhere? You want to plug real quick?
Purchase those Chill Whithers albums.
Yeah, man.
Watch Kraig Facts. I got some shit coming up, but I can't really remember. I'll promote it next time.
I'm gonna say, man, I'm proud of your consistency. I'm proud of your confidence, your stage presence, your patience. I watched you grow into a monster, and just working with you when that last project we did together, man, the organic humor that comes out this man. We did the pop the balloon thing.
Oh yeah.
And the storyline, if all these episodes come out, the storyline of Kraig of how persistent he was about these questions was a work of art.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah,
how comfortable are you walking on Figueroa? Do you like a man holding your money while you making me money?
Yeah, that was a fun day right there, man. Yeah, hope we do that again.
And we didn't even mention the roasting.
Oh,
yeah, top tier, man.
Yeah,
like it is. Like, I think Snoop just. I didn't touch the goddamn mic. I hate this. I hate when I touch mics. Snoop Dogg gave him a lot of love, man. And hosted the best of Kraig.
Yeah.
Hey. And I was like,
Shout
Kraig, if you don't start promoting your business, your whatever you got that's hot that you're trying to promote, he had tagged you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That influx must have been crazy, dog.
Yeah, helped out a little bit. Yeah, got a couple thousand new followers.
Yeah. A couple thousand is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. When I say, dude, this there's no way to steal his style of roasting.
Yeah.
Because I can't even fake it.
Your breath smell like alligator burps.
Alligator burps.
Yeah.
He be like, man, no one saw this coming.
Hell yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, there's no like he stole that. No, that is Kraig. That is his style.
And especially, bro, because how long you doing stand up now?
Shit, I started like late 09, like October 09.
That's that. What's up, man? That's that age where we met everybody, bro.
Yeah. So we all, that's our class.
Yeah.
All around that time, man, that was a cool time.
I got 3 generations of comedians that I started with.
Really?
Yeah, because when I first started doing comedy in 2001 with like the Kyle Irby's and Dominic Purdy's, Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, and Matthew, who writes for Chris Rock, Matt. Doesn't matter. So that was my early crew, and then I started doing more writing, directing. So I stopped doing comedy, and I came back with y'all generation, with the CTs, the Chaz, and BTs and Nates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then got back behind the camera and stuff, and then started building this business and stuff. And then coming back and it's like, oh, I got a new crew of people that I'm hanging out with now. And it's like, and it feels like high school, elementary school, and middle school. It's like, you don't know him? It's like, no. It's like, oh, y'all need to meet each other.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I wish I would have started back then. That would have been.
Yeah.
It took me years to build the courage. I didn't even know how to go about it.
What made you finally go on stage?
I had a homie that I used to live on my block, and he tried it, and he always, I took him to an open mic, and he didn't. I was like, "That's what you're doing up there, huh?" I always wanted to do it, but I never knew that's how you did it. Like I never knew about open mic.
The origin story,
Yeah, and so I took him to the Improv, and then the next week I gave him a ride to a show, and the show they did was at UC Irvine. It was Jamar Neighbors.
Yeah.
What's the old boy Jamar used to hang out with all the time?
DeMar.
No, the one
Randy?
that's super powerful now.
Jerq Carmichael.
Gerard Carmichael and him. And they were all young in the game. I was like, oh, I can do this shit.
Yeah.
And then the next week I tried it. I went to Blitz Cafe.
Yeah, off of Fountain.
Yeah, Blitz Cafe.
Can you please, because Mo God gave me that's a fire ass quote.
What?
Can you give us the best of Kraig Smith right now, man? This nigga said Jay had a dream he could walk and woke up in a handstand.
Oh, man. In a wheelchair. That's retarded shit.
Oh my God! I know.
Sorry.
And just your reaction in the roast, bro. The way you be laughing, dog.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
dying.
yeah.
I'm dying, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you having a good ass time.
I would love to just be like, I would love to just
Seeing
be
you
like,
parents got married, baby.
you can't fake that, yo. You can't even remix that. You can't even, man, yo.
What's the best roast against you that you heard?
Somebody hit you.
A lot of them, man. A lot of nose jokes and shit. Let me see. The best one is who said? Ooh, that's a tough one. I gotta really think.
Yeah.
So you've been through a lot of these.
Cause I'm sure you went head to head with some of them. Oh, this nigga, he's relentless.
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah. Cause I know CP is really quick with it too.
CP is great. Boo Capone is.
Yeah. Oh, boo.
You know,
Boo
Boo
Capone.
is fearless.
Yeah.
He gonna say whatever. To me, this is funny, man. Other people might not laugh at it, but where I grew up at, there's a dude. I wish he had the focus to do comedy. He calls himself Z, son of Abraham.
Z, son of Abraham.
Why?
He's a transient.
Okay.
He's super into guy, but he's alcoholic. And he's funny. He can roast. He's like a Boo Capone. Boo Capone had a little less sense. So he just is he says the most random shit. So he said, he told me I look like built like a chewed up hot pocket. I said, what the fuck did you just say? A chewed up?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the rumor about him, he's so off.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But he's not retarded or nothing, but his mind is so from another planet.
Right.
Like, well, it's a rumor, you know, why he's like that, because he thinks that, you know, one day he's magically going to get his life is going to change. So he just drinks and roasts people all day. So they said the rumor is that when his dad, because the whole family is crazy.
Yeah.
When his dad died, he told him, man, don't worry about nothing, man. You're going to win the lottery one day. And he really believes he's going to win the lottery one day. So he just lives his life doing the most dumb shit, because he thinks one day it's all going to make sense when he wins the lottery. He's going to be able to be right, be on top. So he just do reckless shit.
It don't work like that.
Yeah. He's an Earl Manigault of comedy, huh?
Oh my God, dude, this dude's he hitchhikes every day.
That's beautiful.
Well, where?
Wherever you want to go.
Right.
If I say, hey man, I'll be at the Improv, I'll see you up there. He'll hitchhike. If he don't have no money, he'll go stand in front of the store and make up a story until he gets enough money to get to where he got to go.
Wow.
He clean though?
He's clean. He ain't dirty. He's not like a homeless.
Yeah.
He just, if he can't get enough money, he'll just go sleep on the bus stop or wake up in the morning and keep acting. Like there's no shame.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Like another runner.
He used to.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Black?
Well,
What are you doing?
that was not mean, but at the same time, she's doing the same thing.
No, we're not gonna.
First of all,
No.
what you said last time was to hear.
What I said?
I was like, yo, you out of pocket.
What I said what you hear?
What I'm saying is truthful.
Wait, what did I say? What you hear?
I'm not ever gonna repeat it. So
I'm trying to think what I said.
we'll talk about it when the cameras go off. But yeah, she's doing the same thing. She's been on the streets for 6 years, man, and just surviving. I don't know how she's doing it. She's
Oh, you talking about the homegirl used to?
a runner, yeah.
Yeah. But she had like some type of psychotic break, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she was talented. I mean,
Yeah.
shout out to her.
She did a lot.
Yeah, man.
She did a lot, man. She's not the only one in this doing what we do that's experienced that. There's been a couple comedians. One of them, I forget his name, but he's the homie's older brother. His last name is Prince. He was on the Real World 1, light-skinned dude, comedian. Remember, he was a dude that got kicked off the Real World for pulling the bed sheet off the girl.
That's
You know who he is. He's a very funny comedian. Very funny. Once once I figure out who it is, oh yeah, yeah. But remember when the Improv used to have pictures of people painted in that little foyer area?
They painted over them.
He was sitting up right there having full out conversations with the pictures, like in front of everybody.
Oh.
The Maya Campbell, remember?
You remember?
Yeah, from actors, right?
Yeah.
Actors.
You remember Boom Shakalaka?
I remember the name, but I don't remember what he looks like.
Oh, okay. I heard Boom passed away.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the gay guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to wear small shorts.
Next thing this nigga comes in heels and this thing, I was like, oh.
Oh, the older
Yeah,
light-skinned dude.
Yeah.
That's
Rest
a
in
comedy
peace.
story.
He was cool as a breeze. He passed during the quarantine.
Oh, it was through quarantine? Yeah.
I got a theory as to why so many people lose their mind now.
What you think?
I think it's the speed of information.
Mm-hmm.
The things are coming at us faster than our minds
And you can't
were
even digest.
built to process it.
That's the word.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, just imagine being in the carpool lane going 90,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got to open the door and get out and walk while you're going 90. Like, that's how
Yeah.
fast the information is coming at us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And emotions too.
Yeah.
If you just go on your timeline right now, you see, hey, I got married. Hey, my dog died. Hey, I got selected for the NFL.
Right.
Hey, my mom is cancer. You be like, ha.
That's 10 years worth of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's another theory I have with that too, is light exposure.
Okay.
So,
Mhm.
our biology is out of whack because our bodies are programmed to the Earth's circadian rhythms, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these circadian rhythms, based on this rhythm pattern, our body is supposed to excrete hormones in conjunction with these rhythm patterns. When the sun goes up, when the sun comes down. When the sun goes down, your body's supposed to produce melatonin to make you sleepy. When the sun comes up and there's light everywhere, your body's response to that stimulant is serotonin, melatonin and serotonin. So what happens is, with all this artificial light, when it's supposed to be nighttime, we have all these lights on. You know what I mean? So when we're supposed to be sleeping, our body's getting exposed to artificial light. That's causing the body to produce serotonin when it's supposed to be producing melatonin, and it's throwing off the balance. So you have an overabundance of both hormones in the system, and that's causing people to make crazy decisions. Because if you think about it, a lot of the crime happens at night. Like when we're supposed to be asleep and there's supposed to be no lights, that's when everybody's getting shot and getting robbed. You know what I mean? That's because the balance is off in the body, So,
Wow.
Right.
yeah, that's one of the...
Wow, bro.
And I think you're dead on about that because that's why now there's so many things that you can have blue light blockers, right? There's TVs that have blue light blockers. There's cell phones. You can buy my laptop. You can have the blue light blockers for the glasses. It's like it's a big deal now to stop that because we do look at lights and screens all the time. There's 24/7 to it.
Yeah.
And they supposed to get outside. A lot of people stay inside all day.
Right.
They never get the sunlight. They stay inside. They make their money on their little laptops and get that artificial light, but they don't go outside and get that vitamin D.
Man. You're all out of
Vitamin D.
It's challenge.
It's outside for you, all right?
Idiot.
So I love it. All right, man. Thank y'all for